In this section, we are going to learn list in Python. So let me show how it looks like. Before diving to the list, I just want to give one more example about the variables, and after that we will go to the list. So imagine that we have a variable as a name, which is equal to, let me call it Mike. And if I want to print this variable, I just need to type what is the name of the variable. So I want to print the name, which is Mike, but if I print it, it is going to print it for me. Imagine that I need to have a list. So what is the list? It's a combination of different strings and integer in one variable only. So right now we have a name. The name of the variable is name, or let me just call it list. Oops, let me just delete all of them. Or write it here. So I will say names are equal to, right now I will be having more than one name. I will open this way and let me just write 3 different names. So for example, Mike, I have a Peter, and I have a Oscar over here. So if I just run it, that means that was assigned to the names. If I want to print the names over here, so it is going to print all names for me. So we call it list. And imagine we have another list. So let me just call it colors. So let me just give some example of the colors. I need to specify all of them one by one. So 1, 2, 3. I will write red over here. Let me just call it blue, and let me call it green over here. Yes. If I run all of them, let me just type and just make sure it is working. If I type colors, it is going to print the whole list for me. Right now I have only 3 information over here, but later on, whenever we're going to the data science, we are going to have a lot of data. So right now we have a 3. Imagine you have a 3,000 different data, and yeah, it will. This list is much more powerful, and we will use it a lot. So let's say, what if I want to combine these 2 lists? I have a names and I have a colors. What I can say that, hey, I want to print the names and plus colors. If you print all of them, so right now I have one huge list with a combination of 2 of them, you see? So that list plus this list, and it will bring all of them, and now it looks one list now. What if I want to assign these 2 lists to the one list? Maybe it looks like a little bit, let me just call it new list. So for example, I can say new list is equal to names plus that one. So if I just type my new list over here, so I have my all variables inside. So we work with the strings only, and the question is, can I work with the integer? Can be integer as a list? And the answer is yes. So for example, I will say numbers. Numbers are equal to, and let me just give a random numbers, 5, 6, 1, 2, or even 10. You see? So if I print my numbers, all of them are going to print it now. Can I add the colors and the numbers together? Let's see how it looks like. So I can say numbers plus colors. If I print all of them, so you see, so right now I have a huge list with the combination of the integer and the string together. So all of them are working. So we already assigned the new list. Let me recall the new list again. New list. You see, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different variables inside, but we do not forget that it is always starting with a 0. So the mic is located on the index 0. So that is a 0, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. So from the new list, if I want to call the index 0, so it is going to print a mic only for me, because I was calling from the list and 0 only. You see, what if I want to print -1? So the -1 means the very last index, which is going to be printed green for me. So if I click it, the green was printed. And also, as we defined this new list, and this new list, it's a name of the list, it already has a function now. So let me just type new list. If I put a dot over here, so it is going to bring a couple functions for me. We will not cover all of them. I will be showing the important ones, but if you just play around and you can see it. So there's a lot different functions. So for example, one of them is append. So what does append mean? So you see I have a new list already here. So which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different information inside. But I want to add another information to the list. So what I can say that, hey, new list append, oops, by the way, append like that one. And I want to add something else to this list. So let me just add yellow. You see? So that yellow is going to be added to the new list. If I run it, so it is already been added. So if I call a new list now, so you see the yellow was added to my list. It was not here before because it was not added before, but now I can say that, hey, append this yellow to the list. So the yellow is here. And the question is, can I add an integer to the list? Let's see. So I can say new list. I will say append function, and I want to add 100. So 100 was added to the list. If I want to call it now, so right now I have a Mike, Peter, Oscar, and I have a yellow and 100. So that is a huge list right now. So we learned how to add. What about I want to remove something? So let me just see what kind of functions are available. So I can say new list, and one of the function is pop. So if I say the pop, open and close the brackets. Right now, if I do not specify anything inside, you see right now it's empty. As a default, it is going to delete the very last one. So it is going to, let me just run it. It says that the 100 was removed from the list. So let me see. Let me just double check if it was removed. New list. And yes, I have a Mike, Peter, Oscar, red, blue, green, and yellow. You see the 100 was removed. What if I want to remove the specific information inside? So do you remember that all of them was located in the certain indexes? So the Mike is located index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So what I can say, the new list, I can say pop, and now I need to specify which index I want to delete. So let's imagine I want to delete Mike, and the Mike is located on the 0. So I will just click 0 over here. So it says that, hey, the Mike was already removed from the list. If I want to print the list right now, so it is going to print all of them without Mike.